Let that live wire run. They're off and running, give or take. It's approximately 30 seconds behind, but it's all good. All right, we are a tad bit early today, but that's okay. Got the pre-streaming stuff that still got to go. Get everything wound up and working the way it's supposed to. You know, all those little tidbits and bits and pieces and bytes and bytes. But let's see what we got. Oh yeah. Bat signal away. Dun 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 dun. All right, where's this? And that's not it there. Nothing. Oh, there it is right there. All right, we got that. All right, for anyone who shows up in pre-stream, feel free to enter a little bit of info or chat or whatever you want. I'm going to start us a little music to carry us through till showtime. Let's get it started.
Story, don't even have my own. In search for glory, on with them sacred rules of old. They went missing down Highway 49. Devil's at the crossroads, sitting doing time. Preacher man discovered, passed down from saint to sage, like a kind-hearted lover who's been lost on this stage. Went missing down Highway 49. Devil's at the crossroads, sitting doing time. Just in doing time.
All right, it's just about showtime, and we shall get this thing on the road. Drifted right out for a moment, I did. All right. Let's bring all this stuff up. It is time. Let's see what we got. Where are we looking? Everything's looking good. Looking good. Good. All right. Okay. That's it. It is showtime. Let's get this puppy on the road. Switch it on over. All right. Start this puppy up. We're burning down the house. Grab your popcorn. It's going to be a hell of a show. It's episode 451 with plugins for stopping access, timing your content, menus smarter than a fifth grader, shortcodes for everything, and ClassicPress options, all coming up on WordPress plugins from A to Z. Uh-oh. That's weird. Something just happened. All right, we have a technical glitch. I haven't had one of these in ages. That's going to have to start that show all over again. All right, there it is. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. It played the song from the first one, but then all of a sudden it wouldn't play anything. All right, let's fire that up again. Let's rewind and redo. God, you gotta love technology sometimes. Okay, let's wind this up one more time. We're burning down the house. Grab your popcorn. It's going to be a hell of a show. It's episode 451 with plugins for stopping access, timing your content, menus smarter than a fifth grader, shortcodes for everything, and ClassicPress options, all coming up on WordPress plugins from A to Z. WordPress. It's the most popular content management and website solution on the internet. And with over 80,000 plugins to choose from, how do you separate the junk from the gems? Join us for a weekly, unrehearsed conversation about the latest and greatest in WordPress plugins. This is WordPress plugins from A to Z. Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be hiding out there on the globe today. Coming to you direct from the Brewery Overlook in beautiful Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. I'm John Overall. And according to the Mueller Report, you are listening to WP Plugins A to Z, the best ClassicPress WordPress podcast in the universe. And a big thank you out there to the No Agenda Show for their contributions of ideas and the occasional sound clip.
Swirl!
Okay, and this is a value for value show, and I look forward to everyone providing some value back, and we'll be covering more of that later on. You can get out there, though, as a starter, subscribe to the newsletter for additional information, and hit everyone in the mouth. Tell them about the show. Spread the word about WP Plugins A to Z, and you can catch it live every Thursday at noon here on the YouTube channel. Okay, so what do we got this week? Well, it's episode 451, and I am still looking for more participation from you, the producers, this year, as the sword of Damocles is getting tighter and pulled away, but it's still hanging up there. Keep the feedback coming. Keep everything coming about the show. This is number 11 of 52 episodes for 2020. If you'd like to join me as a guest host, please reach out to me at john at wppro.ca, or you can also go to wppluginsatoz.com/guest host and sign up there. All the information you need to fill out is rightly available for you. Okay, and with the Kung Flu virus, that's so funny. Anyway, with the Kung Flu still seems to be a bit of concern to everyone, and while the hoarders can wipe their bums and sanitize their hands, they have no food. You can save your sanity, buy some food, help your own amygdala, and find out why you're not gonna die by listening to the No Agenda show. So go check them out. Links are in the show notes. Okay, and I do have the usual whole bunch of news from the world of WordPress for you today, as well as some great plugins. So let's dive right into things. Starting with the news from the world of WordPress. First off, what do we got here? We've got something from the Gutenberg Hub. It launched a collection of 100 block templates. Now, these are templates if you're using Gutenberg and you're decided to go full tilt into the WordPress world with Gutenberg, you need to know about Gutenberg and get used to it. I can't say that I'm doing the same thing, but I'm still using page builders, in particular Elementor at this particular stage, although I'm sort of looking at other ones because I want something that's going to continue to work under ClassicPress. So anyway, this is something that if you are using Gutenberg, go check out this article. They've launched a collection of block templates to make it easier to set up and create your blocks in Gutenberg. And that's what they should just call WordPress now, is Gutenberg, because it's no longer WordPress. At any rate, this is a really great article, lots of information, links to everything you need to get in here, and some discussion about the blocks itself. Another great article I've got for you this week is something that it still comes up from time to time, though you would think most people would understand it by now, and that is, what is an IP address? Now, I realize that the vast majority of people, of course, don't even bother understanding the technology they use. They use what's in front of them on their desktop, their computer. It either works or it doesn't. They don't care about the underlying structure of everything or the environment, the network. They don't care. But if you do care and you don't have a full comprehensive understanding of what an IP address, go check out this article. This is a really great article. It goes in pretty detail about IP addresses, IPv4, IPv6, and of course, probably in the next 5 to 10 years, IPv4 will be completely phased out. They're trying to phase it out. And of course, why did that happen? Well, when they created it, they thought we'd never run out of numbers. And of course, the internet took over the world and we actually ran out of IPv4 addresses. And that one there was really kind of astounding. The IPv6 one, they figure we'll never run out there, but I'm willing to bet one day we will. And they'll have to go to IPv8. They should have just jumped to that to begin with. It's kind of like a memory, and Bill Gates' famous quote, 640K will be enough for everyone. I think that was the quote. I'm paraphrasing that, of course. Next article I've got for you here is Bracket Space has released a library of reusable code for plugin and theme development. Now, this is a link to those of you that write plugins and develop themes. These are a whole bunch of hooks and files and templates, basically reusable code snippets that you can dump into your projects. Lots of great links in this. It talks a little bit about it. So if you're a developer and you're looking for some easy ways to get where you're going, go check this out. This may help you along that line. Now, of course, the next one here are not ours. No, well, it's not entirely mine. It's still partly mine. The great benevolent dictator for life has done it again. And what do I mean by that? Well, the benevolent dictator for WordPress, Matt Mullenweg himself, has taken the what's the rule I'm working for? He's taken the blame, for lack of a better term, for forcing into WordPress 5.4 full screen mode. Now, some people are happy. I've caught some articles and I forgot to save them. A lot of people aren't happy about this. Again, it's another one of Matt Mullenweg's do what I say because I know better than you know what you're going to be doing. And that is how we got Gutenberg to begin with too. So at any rate, he's done it again with WordPress 5.4, where your editor, the moment you pop into it, it will automatically pop to full screen mode. And I don't know about you, but I really hate full screen mode because it makes everything vanish, and I do so much more than just edit when I'm there. Sometimes I like to see all my other stuff. Some people like it, so it may be what you want. So at any rate, it's a really interesting article about it, and they're talking about how it was forced in, and Matt Mullenweg took the blame for it and took the responsibility is the word I was looking for. Took the responsibility for making that decision. I guess this was also forced in at the very last minute, just before they locked it down to for release candidate. So, anyway, go check that article out. We've also got a WooCommerce 4.0 has come out, and this looks like a complete upgrade in multiple ways. They have replaced the administrative interface and updated the onboarding experience. Now, I haven't used it yet, so I don't know exactly what is done or what has changed, but I'm willing to bet it's another learning curve where they have improved my user experience to the point of, hey, I knew how to do everything and it took me less than a minute to do it. Now I got to relearn it. It's going to take me 5 minutes to do everything until I learned it all again and get it all the way back down to a minute. And about the time I get it back down to a minute, they change it all again and improve my learning experience or my user experience, so that I have to relearn how to use the program I already knew how to use. And this seems to be an ongoing battle in the tech industry, and it's been going on for about the last 15 years, I've noticed. Every time you get used to something, they change it, and you have to relearn how to use it. So good, bad, indifferent, it's kind of hard to say. And hold on just a second. Sorry. I'm actually live on a show. Can you come back in a few minutes? About half an hour, 12:30. Thanks. Okay. Okay, there's a great one. I'm going to have to crop that one out. That was my landlord come to inspect my balcony. And, of course, I should have put a note on the door. I forgot he was coming. All right, so what do we got here? That was at, what was the time code on that one? Gotta love live shows. Only live people get to see that. That was about 17:30. Okay, so put the time code down and we shall continue on. All right, off we go. All right, so where was I at? Oh, I was talking about the WooCommerce 4.0 lands with new admin interface. So let's see, I'm pretty sure I reached the end of all of that. So let's roll on up to the next article in here. There is a cross-scripting vulnerability in a popular gallery plugin. Now, this gallery plugin is used on over 100,000 websites, and it is called the Envira Gallery. And if you're using this gallery, it's one that was purchased from, no, maybe not. The Envira Gallery plugin, where's it at? Yeah, okay, it's one directly from WordPress org. So if you're using this gallery, the Envira Gallery plugin, you need to get a look at it, make sure you update it, and keep an eye on it. This is a new... Okay, and this was, when was this released? Yeah, 3.6. So a week ago. Yeah, okay. So they've updated the plugin since to patch this. So make sure you've gotten it up to date. If not, you are at risk of a cross-scripting vulnerability. So make sure you get in there and check that out. Okay, so let's roll on into donor support for the show. Starting off with the show producers. This show does not work without you, the producers, as it is a value for value model, meaning if you get any value out of it, then you need to give some value back. And I like to acknowledge all the producers who have supported the show in various ways over the last week. This week's show art, which is the ever-changing art for the show, is come from, there we go. That's last week's show art right there. Okay. Let's bring it up again. I am just full of little bits and pieces of irritants today, aren't I? There we go. It is one of those glitch days. Glitch, glitch, glitch. Okay, so this week's show art comes from Angel Lamu of We're just having a grand old time here. Losing track of my notes. Koa Digital, that's where he's at. Angel Amu from Koa Digital. And it's a really great piece of art. If you're looking on the stream, you can see it up on the screen right now. And there we go. Phone's ringing. Doors are knocking. Everything's going sideways. I'm going to have a fun time clipping this show up. Okay, so check out this show art. The show art this week comes from Angel Amu of Koa Digital. And so thank you very much. And the show art, of course, is something that changes every single week with new show art. And if I don't get any supplied by you, the producers out there, I'll create my own. And it's the art that's used on each show. It's the artwork that goes out through the feeds from... brain is just ceasing to function. Going out through the feeds through through the iTunes feeds, which feeds out to all of the art out there, or all the podcasts out there. Slow down, back up. Okay, this week, executive producers. I do have an executive producer this week, and I'd like to say thank you very much to JezWeb of jezweb.pty.ltd. And he has been a great donator of the show over the last couple of years. And this week we've got $50 donation. And the note is this donation is on behalf of Levion at levion.com.au in Australia. It's a WordPress website created by JezWeb at jezweb.com.au, and it's built with Oxygen, the Oxygen Builder. And this is one that I've actually started to look at. I heard about it from, I can't remember who else told me about it recently, but it's a builder that is similar to Elementor in how it works. And I do recall making mention of it on a show that somebody mentioned it to me, and that this builder here right now, they have a lifetime license available to it. And I think I made comment on the fact that they hadn't figured out what their licensing should be, because a lifetime license is not something you should give out, because many plug-in theme developer systems out there giving out lifetime licenses, and within a couple of years they had to change that because they found it wasn't sustainable, especially if they get successful and pick up lots and lots of people. Because after a while, once somebody pays for the license once, what's going to happen is they're going to end up with lots of support calls and no more money coming in. They need to be on at least an annual renewal fee at a reasonable annual renewal fee. You know, charge a little bit for it initially and then charge a reasonable annual renewal fee. You'll keep your customers around and have that regular income to support yourself and your staff. So something you got to think about if you're developing or heading towards a development of some sort. So a big thank you out there to all the producers also who came in under $50, and those who have set up weekly subscriptions. They remain anonymous, and I thank you very much. All these small subscriptions do help the show out. And a big thank you to those who have hired me because of the podcast. Thank you very much. That's as good as donating to the show. Now, if you want to help out and give some value back, and this show has given you any value at all, maybe it saved you 5 minutes, maybe you've learned about a plugin you wouldn't have heard about, maybe you learned some new tidbit, or maybe I even entertained you for a little bit with the way my crazy brain works. Well, you can help out by donating money to the show.
We just need cash. I know a lot of people want to send blankets or water. Just send your cash.
Absolutely. Just send cash. You can go to the show, wppluginsato.com/donate to donate to the show, or, just send a check. There's an address on the website somewhere where you can send checks and other things you'd like to send. You can submit artwork via the WP Plugins art generator and get your art featured in an episode. Submit articles, news, and information through the contact page or direct to John at wppro.ca. Submit plugin suggestions for review as are starting to appear. You can also create a monthly donation at Patreon or anything I haven't talked about. So that covers up. This is a value for value, and it will not work without you helping the show out in some way. So there's a lot more you can do besides send cash, but that is the favorite thing I like. Hey, well, let's dive into the meat and potatoes of the show. Off we go. All right, so we'll start off with the ClassicPress options. ClassicPress, of course, that fast-growing WordPress fork. I'm seeing more and more mentions of it in Twitter and other places out there, so I believe it's starting to pick up some notice. And it's going to be really interesting with what happens with it over next year. They'll be I guess they're just over a year and a half old now, so not bad for a year and a half old. So what do we got? We got a little bit of general information this week. This is a tweet I picked out from Twitter, and it came from Sandia Mesa Animation Studios, where they made mention about switching to ClassicPress wherever you can. Also, feel free to check out the Simple 19 theme that they had created. They created a Simple 19 theme to replace the WordPress 2017 theme, and you can go download it through the links at the show notes, and this is designed for ClassicPress. So go check this out if you're moving to ClassicPress and you want to start checking out themes. This will be one of the few themes I've seen so far that is ClassicPress specific. So there's going to be more and more items coming up. Now, we do also have a ClassicPress plugin, and this one here I picked out from a tweet I saw from Code Potent, and it is a release candidate version 1 of Shortcodes Everywhere for ClassicPress. Now, this one here allows you to quickly enable and disable shortcodes from running in posts, pages, excerpts, widgets, category, and tag descriptions, and in your comments. It's a really nice plugin. I don't know how they've got it. It's probably a fork of something, or it might be something rewritten. And of course, eventually you're going to want shortcodes in places that it doesn't run automatically. This is a problem I had in WordPress regularly, is that I would want to run a shortcode over in a widget, and I had to go enable it with a plugin or create my own code. Plugin's much simpler and faster. And that's what this one does for you for ClassicPress. This is a specific ClassicPress plugin. Now, it is a release candidate plugin, but I'm willing to bet it works well. So go check this one out. It's called Shortcodes Everywhere, and it's for ClassicPress, and I give it a 4 Dragon rating. Okay, and a quick note for the ClassicPress listeners, please send me info to help keep the ClassicPress section full. I can use all the help I can get there because it's not my primary area right now. I'm there only part-time, and I still working with WordPress in much of my time, but I try to bring as much ClassicPress as I can. For other up-to-date information, check out the ClassicPress Club website, where they put up tidbits and news and information about what's happening in the ClassicPress world. And you can also go check out the must-have plugin list over at ClassicPress Forum. And then there is also the ClassicPress specific plugin list that is being maintained by Code Potent. And I've heard rumors that they're working on their own directory. So hopefully that will make its appearance before too long. It'll make it real easy to find ClassicPress plugins. Okay, so let's move along to WordPress plugins and what we have this week. Okay, the first one I've got for you, this is another interesting plugin, and it was something I was hoping to be able to use in my current project I'm working on. And this is one to deal with uploading some files to the website that aren't in the normal directory, and they have a very specific use for the client, and I want to make sure they're locked down for that client's use and for what they want to do with it. And I was looking for something that'll help me lock it down. This plugin here helps you lock down files on your website to prevent anyone from finding them or reading them, but it's tied specifically to the media library. And what it does for you is once you've installed and activated, they've got a free and premium version. The free version allows you to use it enough to find out if it's going to do the job for you. And then their premium version gives you all the rest of it. Their premium version is quite affordable, about 18 bucks. So it's worth the money if this is what you need. But what it does is it locks down PDFs, PNGs, document files, MP3s, MP4s, JPEGs. It locks down everything that's in the media file and prevents someone from accessing it directly, meaning they must have the scrambled URL that this plugin provides. Otherwise, they get a 404 area. This will work well in another project I'm working on where it's a membership site and they have to upload documents to it that only the members can see. This will actually lock those documents and allow, if you get the premium version, you can set a membership level that can access those documents, which is another useful tool for it. So all in all, looks to be a really great plugin. And of course, because it's a freemium plugin and there's nothing super special about the free version, I give this one a 4 Dragon rating. Go check it out. This is the Premium Direct Access plugin. Okay, the next item I've got for you here is called Timed Page Display. Now, what this one here is, at first I thought it was one for showing and non-showing content, but it's a little different than that. What it does for you is it redirects one page to another page during specific times. And as they describe in it, what it can be used for is, say you're running a support line and you're only open from 9 to 5, and if people arrive on the support page outside of those hours, you don't want them to have the page where they can try to contact you. You want them to have a page that says, yes, we're closed right now, our hours of operation are, come back then, and then you can access the content to reach out and call and contact us. So this is something that could be quite useful for you. So if you're running that kind of thing, it seems like a really great plugin. It seems to work very well, and it allows you to set up the times for this to occur. So go check this out. It's called Timed Page Display, and I give it a 4 Dragon rating. And of course, I forgot to mention that it was sent in to me by Chris Raymond. So thank you very much, Chris. Much appreciated. So go check this plugin out. Okay, the next one I've got for you is called Smarter Menu. Now, this one was sent in to me by Angel Lamu of Koa Digital. So thanks, Angel. You're really helping support the show in multiple ways. You give me artwork, plugins, all kinds of useful things I can use. All right, so I didn't actually dig into reviewing this myself and checking the plugin out, but I did check out their website and check out what the plugin does. And I'm going to go with what Angel says on this one here, and I'm going to drop in what my rating on it based upon everything I've done. And it goes, John, I found this to be one of the most useful plugins to fix the mess that is the collapsing responsive menu. It's an Elementor plugin, and I love it. This guy has a great YouTube channel and has some really good and smart tutorials. This is a plugin, and he created it, and it's very affordable. He has some others on his page too. Link is in the show notes. He installed it on his website, and it works perfectly. You basically go into your header navigation widget and turn off the mobile drop-down breakpoint and put in none mode, and then go to the style tab, and you will see, oh boy, Smarter Menu, and click the enable button. That's it. There are customization options like menu, label padding, margins, fonts, options, etc. Now what this does for you, as you can see up here, is it takes a menu that may be running out and over and across, and then automatically keeps it on one line and drops the others into a drop down at the end. And that works whether you shrink and move the menu or move the screen sizes. So it's great for mobile to help the mobile stuff work a lot smoother. So this is a really interesting plugin. If you're using Elementor, this is a plugin you should check out. I did check out their pricing. He's got them priced at $5 or so, $5 to $10, really cheap for the plugin. So quite affordable for the plugins. I don't know how much money the guy's making, but it's still quite a good deal. So go check it out. A really great looking plugin, and I give it a 4-dragon rating. Okay, this show currently brought to you by
Save time and money managing multiple WordPress websites. If you have several WordPress websites to manage, either for your clients or yourself, then you know how much time it can take managing them all. Time that is spent on mundane administrative tasks and then losing that time for your important business tasks. CMS Commander is an online service that solves this problem and makes managing multiple WordPress websites fast and easy, as simple as controlling a single site. By placing all your websites in one powerful dashboard, CMS Commander makes it possible to update, backup, and manage them all at the same time in one place. Features of CMS Commander include one-click updates of plugins, themes, and WordPress core for all sites, automatic scheduled website backups, website cloning and restoration, uptime monitoring and analytics integration, bulk posting and automatic content. Sign up now for your 14-day trial at cmscommander.com and access all the features that will allow you to manage more websites and save time.
Absolutely. As I've said, CMS Commander, really great tool if you're managing multiple WordPress websites. And I've been using it myself for about 8 years, maybe 9 years. And I found it to be fantastic. Well worth the monthly payment. Okay, and if you do use it, please use the links in the show notes. They are affiliate links. Those guys don't pay me for the ad. I'm just using them for my best affiliate performance out there at the moment. All right. Well, what else do we got? We don't really have a heck of a lot. I have no real listener feedback lately. I've had no notes, no speak pipes, nothing from anybody. Please, if you want to get your say in here, whether the show's going good, going bad, what you like, what you'd like to see, anything about the show, please send it to me. I will get it into this segment here for listener feedback. I do like listener feedback. I used to get tons, but I guess all those people have vanished into the ether, or nobody just has anything to say. So please get in there and say something. Okay, and our contest, I'm still working on getting the contest set up and running. It seems that my marketing manager was ill for a week and a half, and so unable to get anything really accomplished, and that's the way life goes sometimes. So it will happen. It eventually will. I always bring a contest out sooner or later. Okay, in closing out this episode, I would like to say I covered up the following plugins. The Prevent Direct Access Protect WordPress Files, which I gave a 4 to. The Timed Page Display, which I gave a 4 to. The Smarter Menu, which I gave a 4 to. And the ClassicPress Shortcodes Everywhere, which I gave a 4 to. A couple of quick reminders. The next WordPress meetup in Victoria will be March 26th in Victoria. The topic to be announced is topic yet to be announced. It's coming. And it will be broadcast live on the YouTube channel. For location and information, check out wppluginsa2z.com/meetup. And if you would like to be on an interview show, simply connect at wppluginsa2z.com/interview. If you want to find out a little bit more about me, go check out theroguestavern.com. That's pretty much everything I've got for you today. So I'm going to let this roll out of here and let my girl take us on out of the show.
Reminders for the show. All show notes can be found at wppluginsa2z.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the newsletter for more useful information delivered directly to your inbox. WP Plugins A to Z is a show that offers honest and unbiased reviews of plugins created by developers because you support the show. Help keep the show honest and unbiased by going to wppluginsa2z.com/donate and set the donation level that fits your budget. Help us make the show better for you by subscribing and reviewing the show at Stitcher Radio, Google Play, and in the iTunes Store. You can also leave us a review on our Facebook page using wppluginsa2z.com/Facebook. You can also watch the show live on YouTube, check out the screencasts, and training videos, and remember to subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications of all new videos. Follow the show on Twitter at WPPluginsA to Z. John can also be reached at his website, johnoverall.com, or email him directly, john@wppro.ca. Thanks for joining us, and have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the show. This show is copyright by johnoverall.com. So until next time, have yourselves a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be out there on the globe today.
Alrighty, well, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Those that tuned in live, I'll hang around for an extra minute, see if anyone has anything to say. If not, we'll close this down for today. Let's see what we got. Lots and lots of stuff. Anything interesting? I wonder if there's a way I can adjust that 30-second delay. I don't think so. No, I can add more time to the delay. But I can't take it away. I guess that's for those that want to hit the bleep button when they have curse words. Feed through multiple things. I'm not that technical on this stuff. Okay, well, it looks pretty clear. I'm going to shut this down. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We'll catch you next week's show.